Scorpio, deep-sea strategist and relentless transformer. This is your cosmic sonar for July 14th through July 20th. 10 cards form one undercurrent to surface storyline. When we finish, you'll know exactly where to launch torpedoes of momentum, where to glide silent, and how to convert every submerged hunch into visible progress. Maybe you're vetting a merger, protecting your heart, or deciding if it's time to resurface a forgotten talent. Stay close. Each reveal strips another layer of murk and lets your inner starlight burn brighter. Exhale the silt. Inhale sleek focus. Card 1 surfaces now. 5 deliberate overhand shuffles. 7 cards each pass. 1 circuit for every Scorpio depth. Instinct, loyalty, power, secrecy, and rebirth. The soft hiss of cardstock against cardstock scatters psychic residue and lines fresh channels. This deck is tuned to Scorpio's sun, moon, rising, and to anyone diving through 8th house tides this week. Watch my palms fan, cut, and bridge. On the final, click your coordinates for July 14th to 20th lock in like a submarine hatch. Observe the layout unfold. Center, the living pulse. Cross, friction or fuel. Root, the secret vow. Left, echoes from last month. Crown, the daylight banner you chase. Right, the catalyst racing in. Finally, for cards climb the vertical tower, self-image, external mirror, whispered hope or dread, and the likely horizon line. Picture watertight doors sealing one by one until only a single hatch glows. Steady breath, card 1 glimmers. A maiden pours luminous water beneath vast constellations. Present energy, recalibration, and quiet optimism after storms. Pluto, your ruler, forms a smooth trine to Venus in Gemini, softening obsessions, highlighting renewal. Draft a North Star statement in 10 words. Who you're becoming and for whom. Pin it where you edit. Upgrade the ritual by stepping outside at dawn or dusk. Locate the first visible planet and whisper that statement aloud. Then breathe in for 4 counts, out for 8. The extended exhale tricks the vagus nerve in a safety mode and lets the affirmation sink into muscle memory. Later, when pressure mounts, recalling that breath pattern will reactivate the same calm optimism you planted here. The crossing card shows the first test of acceleration. Eight staffs streak across a clear sky. Emails, texts, opportunities flying fast. Mercury stations retrograde in Leo on Friday. Velocity meets signal interference. Filter before you fire. Create a 2-column list. Respond now. Park until August 8th. Speed without discernment shatters alignment. The star just anchored. Add a pulse check trick. Whenever a ping arrives, touch thumb to middle finger and count 3 steady heartbeats before opening the message. This micro pause breaks the dopamine loop and lets you ask, does replying now serve my North Star or someone else's urgency? Over a week, you'll retrain impulse into intention without losing momentum. The subconscious root explains why nostalgia tugs so strongly amid rapid change. Two children share a flower-filled goblet. A memory garden blooms. Under your forward grind lies a longing for simpler trust, pre-betrayal innocence. Mars in Cancer sextiles the moon midweek, stirring childhood echoes. Schedule a half-hour memory meal. Cook or order a comfort dish from your past. The sense data lubricates emotional gears and reminds you that swift progress must feed the heart, not just the resume. Then play the time capsule game. Write a letter from your 8-year-old self asking present you 3 questions and answer them out loud. This bridges past loyalty with present power, closing psychic gaps that leak focus. Card foreshows the bruise that still flinches when scarcity whispers. Snow, thin cloaks, stained glass window, just out of reach. June delivered resource anxiety. Unexpected bill, team restructure, maybe a vibe of social exile. Saturn's retro shade in Pisces amplified, left in the cold narratives. Inventory your actual supports. Emergency fund, mentor chat, digital communities. Many are lit windows you forgot to knock on. Conduct a gratitude ledger drill. List 5 names or tools that carried you in the last 6 months. Assign each a 1-word emotion. Mentor, steady, and send one 60-second voice note right now. Turning passive gratitude into active acknowledgement reopens warm doors and reminds the nervous system you're networked, not stranded. Our mid-spread recap clarifies how these first 4 currents converge. Snapshot, the star-lit renewal. 8 of Wands launched velocity. 6 of Cups unearthed soulful nostalgia. 5 of Pentacles exposed scarcity echoes. We've traveled hope, haste, remembrance, vulnerability. Card 5, the High Priestess, yields the diagnostic key. Will intuition steer the speedboat or stay locked below deck? Veiled figure between black and white pillars, scroll half hidden. Goal, act only on intel whispered from the inner sanctum, not from surface chatter. During Mercury's retrograde shadow, log dreams, and midday deja vu, priestess codes hide in liminal spaces. Spend one night headset-free, letting ambient room noise guide meditation. Precision silence outranks 1,000-word feeds. Boost the download by keeping a deck of blank index cards beside your bed. Upon waking, jot the first symbol, color, or phrase that floats up, even if nonsensical. After 7 days, spread the cards like a mini oracle. Patterns will leap out, giving you a personal glyph language that no algorithm can fake. Card 6 reveals the external conflict testing this temple. Warrior gathers drop blades as rivals retreat. By Saturday, Mars squares the nodes, sparking turf disputes, office politics, family power plays, online debates. Decide whether the win is worth belonging lost. Strategy, collect insight, not trophies. Let opponents exit with dignity while you pocket lessons. Draft one boundary sentence. I decline to compete on that terrain. Practice it aloud with a smile in the mirror. Body memory will keep the line gentle but immovable. Jot 3 learning spoils you can salvage. Maybe sharper negotiation skill, clearer contract clause, or proof a partnership wasn't solid. Turning conflict into compost fertilizes future alliances. Self-view card follows. Thrown by the sea, cup cradled like an oracle shell. You see yourself as emotional keeper despite razor-sharp instincts. Sun in Cancer trines Neptune. Empathy surges. Protect it by setting a sacred hour daily. No screens. Water element present. Bath, tea, fountain. Add a micro-ritual. Swirl the water 3 times clockwise while naming an emotion you're willing to feel fully. then 3 times counterclockwise, naming one you're ready to release. The kinesthetic swirl encodes emotional permission and drainage in the same gesture, keeping the cup clear for true intuition. Card 8 prescribes the physical reset that keeps compassion crystalline. Armored Knight rests in chapel. Your world encourages rest, vacation approvals, low-key weekend, algorithm slowdowns. Honor the lull, stretch, journal, power nap. Jupiter sextiles the sun Sunday. Recovery amplifies learning. Transform passive rest into active integration. After each nap or meditation, write a 1-sentence synthesis that captures the biggest insight floating up. Collect these on sticky notes near your workspace. They become a mosaic of micro-wisdom ready to deploy when momentum returns. A body that rests without reflecting only half charges. This technique tops off the battery. The Hope and Fear card shows the mental edge sharpening beneath this stillness. Youthful Sentinel lifts a light blade. Clouds race. Hope, fresh curiosity. Fear, overanalysis spiraling into anxiety. During Mercury retrograde prep, choose one research tunnel and set a 30-minute timer. Respect the bell. Closure breeds clarity. Elevate the drill by appointing a logic witness. Message a trusted peer before you start, stating the question you'll research and promising a 1-paragraph summary after 30 minutes. Social accountability keeps the sword from hacking air and forces distillation. Over time, the page graduates to night simply by mastering exits. Outcome card displays who you become when curiosity meets foresight. Figure on battlement grasps one wand, another bolted to the wall, globe in hand. Outcome, strategic expansion. By Moon in Taurus Friday, you'll weigh secure harbor against unexplored seas. Draft 2 roadmaps. Route A, refine current domain, and Route B, pilot a frontier. Compare resource needs, risk appetite, emotional thrill. Choice crystallizes by July 22nd when Mars trines Uranus. Green light whichever roadmap still excites at gut level. Seal the decision with a tangible gesture. If you pick Route A, invest in an upgrade, software, lens, mentor session. If Route B wins, register a domain or book a scouting call. Action turns choice into contract, and the world responds to signed energy. Thread the arc. Star promised healing. Wands accelerated. Cups soothed roots. Pentacles warned of lack. Priestess decoded signals. 5 of Swords tested honor. Queen of Cups recentered empathy. 4 of Swords enforced recuperation. Page sharpened intellect. 2 of Wands plotted horizons. Translate. Heal, accelerate, remember, audit, intuit, decide, nurture, rest, study, expand. Follow that helix, and each revolution lifts you 1 octave higher. If the Stars renewal feels like your core theme, type shine. If the 2 of Wands frontier calls louder, type explore. Share this sonar with another Scorpio navigating deep water and hit subscribe. Fresh guidance lands here every week. Guard your mysteries, wield your insight, and rest when the chapel calls. I'll meet you beneath next week's sky.